Cushingham Productions.
With Ashton Martin with I Man Broken Homes. Just real quick before, I want to make sure that, I direct y'all in the right path. Find out what the hot markets is before you start doing your market targeting. How you do that, and you can do this totally free, $0, all right, through LISTSOURCE.com. And you can find out exactly what the hot markets is in your county. You can see exactly detailed how many cash transactions is going on in each specific zip code throughout that whole entire county, all right? And this is where you want to target your marketing, whether that's going to be generating lists through ListSource or PropStream.com, or whether if it's going to be just simply driving for dollars. And I would suggest that you do this at least every 3 months, every quarter of the year. All right, let's go. All right, so the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you log in to your account. You have to have an account with ListSource.com before you can even go in, try to build a list or anything like that. So I'm logging in here. So now as soon as you log in, you want to go to create your own. And geography is going to be the first filter. So under geography, what you want to do is you want to select county. So now after selecting county, state that I'm in right now is Florida, and I am in Pinellas County. So I'm going to scroll down until I see Pinellas County, click add, and that's going to also pop it up right here on the left, on the side. These are where all of your filter searches is going to pop up. Now as soon as you add, you see these numbers over here, your account start to drop or go up depending on the filter searches that you select. Next we are going to skip mortgage. That's not really important to get what we are looking for. So go to property, and on the drop box or the drop down, we want to, first thing we can select, since it's the first one here, is an equity percentage, and we want to have that at 99 to 100%. High equity properties. Always make sure that you hit add. Next property, okay, that we are going to do is last market sale date, because we want properties that have only sold within the last 12 months. Always hit add. So we got 8/14 of 18 through 8/14 of 19 today. Next thing we're going to select from property drop box is going to be property type. Alright, and depending upon what your market efforts is going towards, I would say that it would mainly depend upon what your buyers is looking for, but I got a lot of buyers looking for duplexes, add on that. We got a lot of buyers looking for triplexes, add on that. If you got buyers that's looking for vacant land, then you can add that, so on and so forth. Residential SFR, single family residence, and also quadplex. Over here to the left, we see that we have equity percentage at 99 to 100%. Last market sale date is the last 12 months, and then also property type, we got duplex, triplex, quad, and single family residence. Demographics, we're not worried about. Foreclosure, we're not worried about. Okay, so on to options. Owner occupied status. Me, I like to put no preference on that. Trustee owned properties, I have yet to be able to find trustee owned properties as far as doing a background search on trustees and finding out who the exact person is that's supposed to be skip traced. So I always hit exclude trustee owned property. Also, corporate owned properties. Now, most people do hit exclude, and depending upon your state that you live in or the state that you may be virtual wholesaling in. Here in the state of Florida, I know that I can go to sunbiz.org, so I'm gonna put no preference on there, because whether if it's a corporate owned property or if it's not, I'm able to go on sunbiz.org and find out exactly the name of the registered agent. Address completeness requirements. I always put both mailing and property address complete. That's pretty much all of your filters that you're going to search for, and as you can see, this dropped dramatically down to 3,863. So now the next thing we want to do is scroll all the way down here to the bottom of this whole little list right here and hit purchase list. And we are going to click this middle section right here, or tab, which is purchase partial list, and custom selection, group properties by, select criteria, and we want to do zip codes. That way we can start to target specific zip codes that are known as the hot markets in each county. And how I pretty much distinguish or determine what's a hot market versus what's not a hot market is, if you scroll down this whole list, you don't really have a whole lot, maybe 12 just off the eyeball, that is over 100. So pretty much everything that's over 100 is what I would consider as a hot market, because what these numbers indicate is how many cash transactions has happened in each specific zip code that you see. So as you can see, 149 cash transactions have been made in the zip code of 33703, of course, which is in Pinellas County in the state of Florida. So I check off every single one that is over 100. Remove duplicate property mailing addresses. Recalculate. Alright, cool. And our final count is going to be 1,884 property searches. So we got all of the ones checked off that is over 100. Next thing we want to do is hit export, just to kind of save that data of all of the hot zip codes that's had over 100 cash transactions within the last year. And I want to send this to I'm in Broken Homes comments. We can just put a hot market search for August 2019. Alright, and submit, and you will receive an email shortly after you do that. And that's how you find the hottest markets, smoking hot markets that you need to be focusing and targeting all of your market efforts towards in wholesale real estate. Whether if that's going to be, maxpropertydata.com and pulling lists or generating lists, or if that's going to be driving for dollars. These are the hot markets that you want to be driving for dollars in.
All of my witnesses, they tend to follow our path fast. Preaching the gospel, think I was a priest in my past life. 1 mile to my destination, my GPS says 1 mile to my destination, like, damn. 1 mile to my occupation, like, damn.